In the 1970s, there was a family in the Soviet Union which kept real lions as home pets in their small apartment in Baku city, now Azerbaijan. The head of the family, his name ironically was Leo, or lion in Russian, was a normal Soviet architect. Then one day he got a lion cub from the zoo. The little lion has been rejected by his mom lioness, and people of the zoo lost hope to bring him up. So Leo has kept a cub for himself. This was the beginning of a long, happy story with a really tragic ending. And this is not what you probably think happened. We have this story inside, so let's watch on. He has succeeded in feeding a lion. The animal started to grow right in the family apartment of Leo. It was a normal family of 4, Leo, his wife, and 2 kids. The lion has been growing and was totally peaceful towards people. In less than 1 year, it turned into a full-grown animal with a huge hair mane. They called him King, and they were saying that his temper was of a noble one. They once tried to bring him back to the zoo, but the animal got really mad on the way there, jumping in the car. The workers of the zoo told the family that they never could part with the animal now because he got too used to them, just like a normal cat, so they had to keep it. Leo's wife, Nina, was saying that the young lion was loving my husband a lot and was treating me gently as a woman. But with time, some other feelings towards me were aroused in the animal. He started to sleep between us on our bed and was often pushing my husband out of the bed. He probably was jealous. Their family friend who visited them often recalls this. The king was a really kind animal. They took him as a very little one, and his front paws were paralyzed. The family was massaging his paws non-stop until he started walking, and he behaved like a normal cat. The only problem, he was fond of licking guests, and his tongue was like real sandpaper. But if you hush him a little, he would run away into the corner or on the top shelf, which was his nest. Their neighbors, however, were not so happy about the lion living in their apartment block. They complained of the smell and also the roars that from time to time they heard, sometimes even at night. Also, meeting a 400-pound lion in the hallway or in the elevator was not too exciting for them, obviously. The woman also said that they were putting the stainless steel nets on the balcony so the lion couldn't escape from their second-floor apartment, and then they were letting it walk freely around the place. If he was too bored, he just arrived at our bed, climbed on it, pushed me or my husband out of the bed, and went to sleep till the next morning. Also, kids were doing everything they wanted with him, rode him as a pony, were pulling his whiskers off, etc. He never replied with anger. After some time, as more and more people were learning about such an exotic pet, they started getting offers from the movie makers to use their pet for filming. So they started to bring the animal to the set, and soon it participated in a few very popular Soviet flicks. This allowed the family to travel a lot, to get acquainted with some famous people such as movie stars and famous directors, and of course to earn some extra income, which helped them keep the animal. However, this business had a tragic ending. Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story. One day, the family arrived for another shooting in St. Petersburg City. They kept the lion in the school at nights. That was his hotel for the time being. The movie people were trying to be cautious. A special loudspeaker-equipped car was circling around the neighborhood and announcing that there is a lion in the school, so avoid walking around. It all went fine until one local student who had heard the rumors about the lion went to see what it was all about, together with his girlfriend. They arrived at the school, and the guy went inside the territory. He then spotted a lion in the window who was overlooking the street. The student started to play the ape behind the lion, showing him funny faces and then turning his back to the lion and bending down. Nina says that at that time the lion was staying with their assistant Sasha, who exactly at this moment went away to get some snack or a pack of cigarettes from a store. Earlier those days, they were training a lion for a scene in the movie when people play the ape for him and then he runs on them and puts his paws on their shoulders. Then he had to walk away, according to the screenplay. So this time the lion was already trained. He pushed the window glass and ran on to the dude. The dude was scared to the ground. So was his girlfriend waiting outside. She started shouting, "Help! Help! Lion is tearing up my boy!" Same moment, there was a policeman walking back from his job. He heard the shouting girlfriend and ran to them. When he saw a student on the ground and the lion above him, he started shooting. Sadly, they couldn't save the lion. The whole family was sad, even their dog. They say that in fact the dog has suffered the most from the missing lion. When the family returned home and brought the things of the lion, his leash, his boxes, etc., the dog, Chap, was running around and searching for the lion. When he finally understood that the lion wouldn't come, he climbed in one of his boxes and refused to leave. The day after, he died from a heart attack, as they were told by a local vet. Nina said that the kids were very sad too. They were waking up at night shouting, "King, King, don't leave us alone." So guess what? The family decided to take another lion. The new lion was a new story. Nina was saying that she was against this idea, but nobody listened to her. That King 1, the first lion, was grateful to us that we saved him from death, massaged his paws, fed him and kept him warm, so he was paying us back with respect. The new King 2 was not saved by us, so he was demanding that we would respect him instead. Besides, a King 2 lion the family got around the same time was a mountain lion. The new king was also participating in the movies. However, this new lion was much more aggressive, and there were already a few incidents on the set. First, he has bitten the leg of the director, who wanted to force the lion to jump into the cold sea water. We know that cats don't like water, don't we? The second occasion was when an assistant cameraman was swinging something too fast before King 2's face. He paid for this with his finger. However, things were going pretty nice inside the family. The lion was very friendly with the people, especially Leo. The head of the family was probably the head of his pack. Looked like Nina was wrong with her bad feelings toward the new animal. However, she was not. In 1978, Leo died from a heart attack. The woman with 2 kids is now left alone with a giant lion and a smaller mountain lion, the puma. She panicked and wanted to give away the animals to Berlin Zoo in eastern Germany. They almost got it through, but then it didn't happen. Nina recalls, "After the husband's death, it was too hard for me to keep it up. However, in the beginning, the lion was pretty respectful to me, but he missed his master a lot. He was finding his things and laying down on them, searching for Leo in the apartment." One day in 1980, the woman came back home from work. She noticed that there was some strange smoke in the apartment. The lion was roaring and angry, and the puma was sitting on the sofa. She went on the balcony and noticed that their neighbor, a drunk alcoholic, was burning something and throwing some of his burning stuff onto the lion. The woman quarreled with the neighbor, closed the balcony, and went back inside. The lion was still nervous. He went on his top shelf, his nest. The woman started giving him a meal and slicing meat for the lion. Then suddenly the lion fell from his top shelf on his back. This probably hurt him a lot, so he roared and attacked the woman. Her son tried to stop the animal, grabbed him by the leash, but the lion killed him. The woman passed out. When she got back to consciousness, the lion was already dead. The neighbors called the police, who climbed inside the windows and shot the animals. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.